Hello, looks like we're going back on. It's live. It's happening. Let's do this thing.
Thank you very much. We can bring him in.
So far, we have learned that the prosecutor had a swivel chair. That's about it.
Are you okay? Do you need some water?
No, that's what, I just went down the wrong pipe. Those water's what caused that.
I've lost video. That's not a problem because I can always do this. The job is too easy. Really all thinking about being a YouTube creator. Because when you have this, it sells itself. Okay, I'll stop. I'll be good.
8 minutes, 27 seconds.
Well, I brought Natalie on so you'd have some rational thought in the last video, at least. I mean, you know.
And then body cam or whatever, we can skip beyond that. We can skip through that. They've seen it before. Be just a minute, I got one in the back.
Okay, no problem.
I think that's probably the play right there.
Boy, it's a different view from up here. It's amazing how this little elevation can make a difference. You ever notice judges are on a pedestal, but the Senate is in a well, and the Congress is in a well. So they're looking up, judges looking down. It's interesting situation.
Yeah, okay, Kim. Why don't you focus on saying something rational, you know, when the jury sits back down?
You ever have researched the history on that thing? There's got to be some history on that. Maybe some Jeopardy theme music or something, just like this.
All right, Henry, hurry, please.
Stipulate to the presence of the jury panel.
Hey, everyone, please be seated.
Bateman,
Yes.
Blandino, you may proceed.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought we were queuing up the tape.
But over your objection, you made your record, very good record for yourself. And in fact, you were right.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Did you say a very good record?
You were on, okay, and as I usual. You're arguing form over substance today, and you have your arguments. proceed. I stand. Thank you. You just sworn in that? Why you stand for that? I'm sorry.
Objecting to this.
No, you're objecting.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes. We can skip through this all the way
State your
through.
full name for the record. Lloyd Pilker. Great. And over the defense objection as to this witness.
Wants to stop it, okay?
Yeah, you want to skip through the testimony for the sake of the jury's patience and sleep. I won't fall asleep. But yeah, we can skip through all of this.
Yes. I slipped into something a little more comfortable here. Yeah. So it's a little late for that play, isn't it?
What is that?
Appears as though we haven't gotten to the.
Oh, here it is.
I got mine.
What's the basis?
My statement of objection first is I'm not participating in this trial, but I'm here to say.
You can have a standing objection. Standing objection is fine. What about the testimony? You're not gonna do this for purposes of interruption.
Okay, you can stop it there
You probably might.
and then move forward. I'd just like to note that,
Just a minute.
11:19 is the time.
Thank you. Go
and
ahead.
that there's more people that have come into the courtroom. And as you can see,
Objection, Your Honor, this is already
All
testified
right,
to.
sustained. Is anything new?
well, the name tag, still no name tag. Right?
That's not
Objection.
new.
I like
Ah.
it if it's old.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Blandino?
Continue.
Okay,
Attorney and pro se attorney in fact. So you're not gonna do it interrupt, because this is already interruption. Say, objection, speculation, objection, cause for hearsay, objection, variant, objection, qualification, that's the way we object in my court.
You're right.
That's the way I object in other people's courts.
I apologize.
That's what, no, it's okay, I'm sorry.
I understand that, and you understand that, and you're right.
But you were to
I would have been participating in the trial.
you're speaking objections, not gonna be allowed in court. So again, what's the objection?
I apologize for not participating in this trial. I asked for clarification of this week because that here is on the witness.
The judge does on the bench,
well, you're testifying, so you wanna, fast forward?
but it's no conspiracy if it's wrong.
Okay. Is there anything else on this, video?
They're gonna, I want to go to the point where they go to the body cam and then they have IT problems.
Body cam and IT problems.
Sorry, I apologize.
Oh, Lord.
But body cam footage is what I meant, not body cam.
Okay, what drew your attention to Trump?
I don't know what that distinction was there, but
If I remember correctly, it's towards the end, or it's on the next files, I believe. I don't think because they had the IT problems, if you recall, there in municipal court, so I don't know what.
There's, the body cam wasn't on this one? I thought it was on.
I
this.
don't believe so, if you recall, they had the IT
Oh, yeah,
problems.
okay.
So
So what is that? We're at
proceed
12,
with this video, I don't know.
we're at 12:06 now, so there's another 14 minutes minus 6 seconds of this.
Apparently.
Can you go through it quick, like a quick scan? There?
For what purpose? What is it? How this goes?
it's 14 minutes. Can you go through it quick? What?
No, I'm just trying to speed things up, that's all.
Well, it's,
Oh, the irony is
Oh,
thick.
yeah, well, what happens, it looks like, is when they get to the body cam footage, they have an IT problem, and I end up having to wait like an hour and a half approximately. Would they bring the IT guy down? It was similar to what happened here in the courtroom.
I mean, that's not relevant.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so then the IT person comes down and it gets resolved, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, while I was there, I put out a quick motion to disqualify the judge. And I went over to the clerk's window, got it filed at about 11:12 a.m. I have the document if it could be introduced. I have the document. It was 11:12 to file a formal written motion to disqualify based on what I had seen so far, which I could always supplement later, was my thinking. And so during that time, and I was called away by the marshal to come back. And I think you see on the tape.
He's not helping himself.
Contempt if I don't get back within a certain amount of time. So that was my recollection of what I saw. But is there any way that document can be introduced?
And when you testified to it, so in the middle of trial, you filed a motion to disqualify Mr. Federico?
Right.
Okay.
Pursuant to NRS 1231235.
All right. Go ahead. Anything else you want to testify to?
Well, I was just gonna wait for them to scroll past the body cam, I guess. If you want to go,
Okay, well, we don't know what you want shown.
can you go at like a double or a triple speed at all? No?
Doesn't work that way, or I would just,
I
if
mean-
that's gonna testify in the narrative, you should just testify.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to tell him to testify. So go ahead.
Just cut off the visual aids, Judge.
Need that motion that I have to put, introduces evidence?
No.
No?
No?
Okay. All right. All right, well,
Yes.
a delay of an hour and a half.
You've already told the
To
jury
my,
that.
to my recollection, I objected to the fact that I'm given 10 seconds to get a drink of water, whereas the city is given an hour and a half to play the video. So my perception, and based on what experience I had, that with judges, they would be equal. In other words, if I would try to do an hour and a half to get ready, he'd say no, and you'd see he wanted to move this thing along. I thought, my perception was that a dismissal based on that, or either they just skip the body cam footage if they want to introduce evidence. To have me hanging around for that long, I thought was abuse of discretion on the part of the judge's part. And I've seen judges in the past where they say, nope, you're not ready to go, we're dismissing these charges. You know, it's not reasonable to make the guy wait, you know, in that regard. And so that's where we were. So we need to go to the contempt though. We need to go to that.
Yeah, if defense counsel wants to do that, they're more than welcome to use our computers to do it.
The Latinus, that is it in a nutshell. If anybody's late,
Time index that was.
That's- over 2 hours of this trial, right there.
One thing, my belief is that him giving them that hour and a half was grounds for filing a complaint to the Commission on Judicial Discipline. There, judges, my perception is that judges are supposed to be equal to both parties, and that's supposed to
Are you
be.
kidding me? I said sit down, so stay seated.
Yeah, this is the, sorry, yeah, that was the last one. This is the next one sequential, is that? Yeah.
Recalling City versus King Blandino, case number 011526728BCGND.
All right, the city wishes to proceed with their technical difficulties.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you for.
Mr. Blandino disappeared, he goes somewhere, and I said be back by 11. He did show up, and then I told him to sit down and he left again. Anybody have any representations of where this guy went?
Do you stop it there?
This is 20, hold on, this is 27 seconds, and this is State's Exhibit 32, and this is.
Is that a real-time index on there that shows what the time of day it is?
And this one, so this is, and from State's Exhibit 32, this is file 28-2018-2018-11-05-21.avi. This is the file that we're looking at from that exhibit. We are paused at 27 seconds now.
Okay, can I testify as to what? He's speaking to somebody. Can somebody go get that guy into my,
Objection.
The objection sustained.
Okay.
We've heard it. Is there anything else you want to say?
I believe he was speaking to Mr.
Objection.
The
Marshall.
objection
Black
is
person knowledge.
sustained. The objection is sustained. So let's move forward.
All right, well, it is Marshall Reyes that ultimately comes to me at the window where they filing there. In this, the way this courtroom is laid out,
Again, that's not relevant. Marshall Reyes came to get you at the window.
I was filing that motion to disqualify, and I didn't in fact get it filed. And it was filed at 11:12, even though they don't have timestamps on it. I had the head clerk give me a timestamp on it later when I got my certified copy of that motion to disqualify.
Yes, everything he's saying is irrelevant and objectionable. Everything.
He told me, if you don't get back there, I said, well, I haven't really got my file stamp copy yet. I had to get it later. He says, well, you don't come back now, they're gonna throw you in jail.
There's a tacit agreement between all the attorneys and the judge to let him spin himself a little bit
Okay.
before they
No,
shut it all
we're gonna
down.
take it.
Clear to me.
You have to tell Mr. Bateman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, you
Ben,
can't read your mind.
I thought it was going to indicate.
Okay, but this is an exhibition right now. Would you like to go look for him, or are you asking the court for something right now?
The city's non-claimed that has been down, I'm not sure where he went, so I can call him all and see if he's out there.
I just want to say we should bench him for his arrest, but David, since I'm the kind of person, can you go on and see if you can see if he's out there and call back in, otherwise we're gonna have to, remand him. Let him know he's got 1 minute from the point you speak to him to get his butt in here, and you see him out there. I just don't understand. Never had so much disruption in my court.
But if you can stop it there. What I did while I was waiting in line, I kept checking back with the court to see where they were on the IT thing. So it wasn't like I just went this here. I kept checking back, see, okay, they're still working on it. And I was checking back periodically. I don't know what the time intervals were.
Okay, and do you want him to keep going?
Yeah,
The time stamp was 1:05.
And all the other victims will respect the court. And then you have this.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what he's saying there. Is there any way to turn that up?
No.
We can stop it there. I can testify here.
I'm just wondering why we're even playing while the court is in break, so let's move it forward.
Well, no, can I testify here?
Go ahead.
See, they give the city an hour and a half to go that way.
You've already testified to that, so
But
let's
I'm
move
not getting,
forward.
I'm on.
We've heard.
Maybe a minute or two to get back before he's gonna do the,
And the jury did hear that.
It's a horrible argument.
that's complainable with the commission, I believe. Not equal to both parties.
Right, it's not argument. It's a bad one that you are making. They allotted more time for an IT issue than giving me water.
On an emergency basis, the girl has it, I'm just waiting for my file stamp copy.
Have a seat, we're going forward still.
I'll let Bob.
Yep.
Have a seat before I hold you in contempt. I don't want you to do that. Sit down. Thank you. All right. Do you have, we'll call the case again.
Then you stop and pause it there?
Yep.
All I wanted to inform him of here was, which he stopped me, that under the statutes, as I saw them, that when a motion to.
Objection, calls for an improper legal conclusion.
I agree. You were trying to tell me you filed that motion?
Yeah, and then he's required to.
Objection.
The objection sustained. let's move forward.
Oh, you're good. I said sit down.
Now here, my perception is that he's becoming very, very.
Objection.
Whereas he's very patient for an hour and a half wait.
Calls for a legal conclusion.
Is actionable with the Commission on Judicial Discipline too. I mean, to have that kind of skewed thing where they get an hour and a half to prepare this, and I'm coming back fairly quick in relationship to that, shows an inequality among parties. You know?
Yeah, where's the Geneva Convention been so far?
This is all about the money, and the money that was raised by these tickets. And not about health and public safety.
We're now, okay, final video. Again, from State's Exhibit 32, this is file 2808, 2018 underscore 11-07-53 ABI from State's Exhibit 32.
Are you kidding me? I said sit down, so stay seated. Do you understand this? Yes or no? You got something wrong with you, I think. Are you okay?
No, I'm in trouble. I've got bad, high blood pressure and need water.
You shouldn't be running around the court. You've caused so much disruption in my courtroom today. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. And exercise restraint. So cut out whatever the circus acts that you are performing and show me.
Stop that there, please.
Okay, just cut it out.
This again is another actionable thing in
Objection.
My
Properly
perception
Your
is,
opinion, in your
in my opinion,
Okay.
this is again actionable with the Complaint Commission on Judicial
Okay, all
Discipline
right,
and
and let's
Patience
move forward.
and service acts. That is objectionable.
Okay.
Those are 36 seconds.
Okay. Listen, you pull this stuff in.
I think it's an accurate characterization.
25 days, and you will do it starting today, so cut it out. Straighten yourself out. No, sit right there, I said. Cut it out. Really politician, I mean, that's how much you're waiting. All these good folks are all reading and the language.
Recalling Kim Blandino, case number X01152672, A, B, C, D, and E.
Put your hand down, sir.
How many other people are on the table?
Leave it where it is. All right. So, where we left off is the city having problems, technical difficulties. So, where are we now? Because I obviously don't have patience.
I understand you're on leave.
Stop it there.
Resolved.
Exactly what I was saying before, my perception is of impatience, here it's admitted to.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
There's a possibility of tampering with that tape. There was an ID person in here. It's well known how Photoshop can be used and alter the images and manipulate things. So we have no chain of custody. We have an ID person.
Your objection is authenticity. No speaking objections in this courtroom is over.
Thank you, Jan.
I haven't even tried to lay the foundation. Have a seat. Thank you. I see something. It looks like a room.
Yes, and he is absolutely destroying himself right here.
Where do you want to go to?
Where the body cam ends.
Explain this in the policy, but you got a chance to do another
Oh, sorry.
If you want to turn the volume, I can testify while they're
And for authenticity purposes,
reloading. What I was trying to convey to the officer in this.
Objection,
That
relevant.
is completely irrelevant.
All right. Why did they show this originally?
Because it's not relevant. I'm watching this. There's a part of me that says a jury could just feel sympathy for him and say, it's not criminal, whatever. But having been drugged through this, having been a victim of his nonsense themselves, they are going to convict him. And this is why.
Well, we crossed the audio, and we'll see the radio version of the okay?
Exactly.
All right, everybody's back in place. Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Just a couple of brief questions. At the time that you witnessed the driving, or excuse me, holding yourself on a computer, was there an operating table at that time?
Yes, it was.
I will briefly show these to the defendant. These are documents sent by the DMV for the copy from the DMV regarding the license status, as well as the registration status.
Which DMV is that?
You know what?
Okay.
To move this along, because I know you'd like to have it moved along, I'll start testifying. We can dispense with the rest of it. Oh, wait a minute, we have the contempt, yes. We got to get that contempt in there. If you can scroll to that, can you do that?
And we just moved to strike all this commentary.
Sustained, granted.
These are, these are like copies, but I would object to their introduction to the elements. These dates are so far. And it put them on the market.
What's the response?
The judge is appropriately running out of patience here.
Is that glitch? What do you want to do?
This, I believe, is capital felony treason. I really do. If that term has any meaning at all, which it doesn't. So his biggest argument so far is that they took more time fixing an IT issue than giving him water.
Exhibit 3, relating to the registration.
Yep.
The body can't be admitted as cities exhibit 1 now?
Yes.
Okay, showing 1.
Hey, don't we all?
Anything else for this witness? Cross-examination, buddy?
Need a recess, right, cross-examination?
There's no recess, there's no more of anything except doing this trial right now.
I understand.
Again, there's no more recess or anything else right now. Is everybody witnessing this courtroom? It's time for cross-examination. I think there's not enough people here to understand what I'm saying. So,
Okay, we can stop it here, Jeff.
especially when there's not.
The city, I'm sorry, in this case was given an hour and a half.
Objection,
to
already
correct the
testified to.
problem. My perception
All
is,
right, you've already, that's.
my
okay.
perception is it
You've
wasn't,
already testified to that. So
but I'm saying it wasn't equal for him not needing to give me a recess.
I'm sorry. I bust out the hamster for that. I just did.
No. Again, cross-examination, we are here. You are present, citizen president. I'm done with this game. We are going to finish this.
Two excellent ideas.
Okay. You're gonna cross, or you're not gonna cross as witness. Anything else is gonna be considered 5 days in jail. So, make sure.
Yep.
across and across.
No, but it might be time.
I couldn't hear what.
5 days, I'm going to suspend it right now, though. So we've got 25 days contempt, I'm not going to remain. Right now, to see how we actually in the rest of this trial. So I hold you in contempt, you got 25 days. I probably could have done that.
Oh, fat dad fishing, that's good. Good stuff.
Especially as when you. Oh, traffic court is not as important to you, which I think it is important. This is no joke. So, let's try this again. Cross-examination of this officer, yes or no?
No.
Okay, thank you. Officer, step down. See, you might need to do that. No, I'd like to, if it's okay, I'd like to have you, just in case the defendant chooses to call you, would like to call you since you are already here. Very much to stay, please, I appreciate it. Oh. City arrest?
It does,
You're not going anywhere.
this is true. I just curious whether the court wants, I don't know if the truth needs to stay inside of the court for other witness purposes.
That's a good point. And officer, if you could just remain outside in case you call as a witness, I appreciate that. Just hang out, whatever you want to do. Don't go anywhere, please. Thank you. All right. The city is arrested, and I know you know the next part. I want to ask, does the defense want you to put on a case? Remember, the city has the burden of prove beyond reasonable doubt the elements of all of the claims that are against you. You have the opportunity to either cross witnesses, or no witnesses, either way, the rate remains sound. And
Stop it, Ann.
you're not going to do so because the city has the burden of proof. You can just sit there and really have to say a word this whole time, and they don't prove their beyond reasonable doubt, then there's no will. So at this point, would you like to testify on your own behalf?
No.
Okay. Would you like to put any witnesses? Call any witnesses, including that officer that could stand, because he's still here, because I asked him to stay.
Well, I think there's no, yes or no.
You're already going beyond yes or no, yes or no? Well, you would like to call the officer to your case. Okay. And do you want to call any other witnesses? Would you
That
like
ascot
to-
belongs in the Smithsonian. I don't care what you say.
So.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay, so, I think I've covered everything that you could possibly do. Oh, do you want to make a oral motion based upon the city's evidence? That's a thing. Yes or no? Yes or no? Would you like to present an oral motion based upon what the city has presented this time? No. Say it yes or no.
Do I have any time for argument?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
This is still your time. This is the spotlight is on you. This is your possible case in chief.
You said the moral motion can be an oral argument or objection?
If you want to make a motion, for example, since we are in pro se, so I can do this without you trying to get into that, your motion for dismissal because they haven't met the burden of proof, that kind of thing, after the charges, and that happens sometimes in trials or in their hearings, when you deal with felonies and those procedures.
So with a moral motion, I get argument passes as well as motion.
No. You're gonna argue is it's covered with what they presented so far, they didn't say. You want to do that?
So that could be a little passes argument.
That they presented so far.
Yeah.
Which is obviously the officer, all the three exhibits.
Oh, well,
It's not argument, it's not, is there a motion? Fair enough, okay. So we've never really proposed argument.
Yeah.
You need to outline the, so there's multiple citations here. So you need to outline the one quote. So whenever you're ready, and you get the officer back there, hold on, he's done.
All right, Your Honor, the currently has 5 charges pending, unlawful use of cell phone or mental device, driving without valid license, no valid license plate within 30 days of residency, no valid driver's license within 30 days, and no insurance security. This court has heard testimony from Mr. Faulkner that he made the stop because he initially saw this defendant driving, holding his cell phone up to his head. He also made the stop, approached the defendant on the passenger side,
I asked how much time
asked him questions. And the court is not very interested. I think we can just provide him footage showing the
You want me to stop
defendant.
it?
I guess how much time is left on this.
Okay, we can stop it. Go ahead, you
Okay,
can
go.
testify.
37, oh, there's 13.
We have paused at 24 minutes, 37 seconds. Total of 37 minutes.
If he says his mouth was dry, so help me God.
For the jury's sake and everybody's sake, what I'd like to testify to is, I counted at least, by my perception, 5.
That's not funny, Dominus.
Judicial conduct, on which I can make a complaint to the Commission on Judicial Discipline for, as well as, if I chose to, you saw the district attorney, they have these customer feedback forms. They have those customer feedback forms for the city and the county.
Okay,
And those are feedback, so you can get positive or negative feedback. Also, my understanding is that I've got the right to go to the chief judge of the city of Las
okay,
Vegas.
and again,
Yeah.
Mr.
That's my perception.
Federico is not on trial.
Oh, I understand
So
that,
you can proceed with your testimony.
but my perception.
Yes.
is
Okay,
he
we got
violated.
it, we got it.
Yeah, he violated.
And that's effectively what's going to occur.
So you need to move on.
Now, of course, and the district attorney pointed this out and showed the documents. I did end up appealing this, what happens, he finds me guilty of 5 different things.
And you lost.
Appeal it to the district court, which is the only appeal I would have, is to the district court.
Yeah.
There's no
law.
appeal to the Nevada Supreme Court of these misdemeanor things, it's
Okay.
my perception.
All right?
Although you can go on an
Okay,
extraordinary.
none
road.
of this is relevant.
Okay,
So you appealed it, anything else?
Let's see. Yeah, I appealed it, the district attorney testified and showed the documents that the appeal was
There can
dismissed.
mistakes evidence, Your Honor.
Right, and again, do you have anything else you want to tell this jury panel?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff still, we gotta look at the documents.
A lot of stuff still.
Anything else you want to tell this jury panel? Okay, let's go.
Well,
Oh, God.
We could scroll through this, you can
Okay,
scroll.
we're not gonna scroll through
Well, I
it.
mean,
You
just
can
complete
testify.
it. Okay. So in any event, I did the appeal and it was dismissed. My recollection was it's dismissed based on the fact that the transcripts were not transmitted. I had legal issues that I presented as to
Learn some
why
law.
the transcripts were supposed to be sent up automatically within 10 days.
Objection, relevance, Your Honor.
Sustained.
But, well, to rebut what,
This poor guy just knows nothing.
Michael Federico had said, I believe, testimony, but there was testimony here that the appeal was my only remedy, and that's not true. I could appeal.
Yes.
Okay, again, that is not relevant.
My perception is
That
I
is not relevant.
complained to the
So
commission.
if
How's
you
that?
want to, if you want to continue to testify, fine. If you don't, you can step down.
No, I'm not stepping down.
Not stepping down.
If I can have, I need to look at the.
That's my t-shirt.
exhibit
I'm
where
not stepping down.
The date was, I first stopped to Mr. Federico's office was the April 8th, that exhibit where I wrote that handwritten.
It's indulgence.
Go ahead. You can testify.
Well, I'd like to look at the note. Can I look?
You
Says he's done.
Something to testify?
Yes. I
Because,
didn't ever refresh my recollection as to what I wrote. I don't testify based on my recollection of the note. And I don't know exactly what.
Well, you don't know how to lay foundations, which is why you need an
well,
attorney.
you have to know exactly what words you put down there to testify.
Well, some of that needs an explanation. Anyway, at some point.
No, it doesn't.
So it is,
This is exhibit, state's exhibit number 3.
you want it published?
Later published?
It's already been published.
Okay.
No, it hasn't.
The jury to
Oh
see.
my God.
Oh, yeah, I thought they were already going to see it. Am I mistaken on that?
Both the judge and the defense attorney he denies are helping him right now.
Is that what you're reading?
Put it on the screen.
Okay. Oh, see it now. Okay. Okay, so, Ashley Williams, was it, testified that I borrowed.
And again, you're not gonna testify about what other people
Okay.
testified to.
All right,
The
I'm
jury-
Something we call hearsay.
Anyway, I went over to the office, and it was only because I was nearby on that side of town. I said, wow, I haven't, followed.
Blue by law?
that.
Oh, no.
That, the complaint I was gonna make with the Commission on Judicial Discipline, and I knew that, I had a certain amount of time, 1 year from the incident, to go ahead and file a complaint, and be dismissed outright. So I borrowed a piece of paper at the office, because I had really nothing planned. I was in the area, so I should stop by, because it's part of due diligence. So, let's see.
I borrowed a piece of paper.
Wait a minute, this isn't the original one.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, we're not gonna spend time here you reading all these exhibits. You need to be prepared to give your testimony.
Yep.
So, let's go.
Well,
Let's go.
my initial complaint wasn't all my complaints that I had from there, but to give him an idea of what we're talking about, giving me 10 seconds to get a drink of water, thus risking the safety of others. Code of conduct. Can I read from the appropriate parts of that code?
No.
Okay. And then I'm letting him know that because of my religious beliefs and practices, I have to give him an opportunity, just like he had every opportunity at the thing to apologize for any of his misbehavior. And you saw that I apologized when I felt I was wrong. There's a couple times when I should have apologized, but I was so
Okay, let's
concentrating on
keep
the
going.
case. Yeah, I was so concentrating on what was before me that I neglected to apologize, which is why it's right to give him another chance. So because the limitations are coming up for filing a complaint, I said, please let me know within 10 days. And then I'm just letting him know for his own edification that my last 2 complaints resulted in letters of caution. Now, Paul Dyla testified as to those letters of caution, although they're not discipline, a letter of caution under the,
This is not relevant.
Yeah.
Herd of Religions with Kim Blandino.
so I say, please don't take this matter lightly. I came personally to your office as a good faith gesture. Now, testimony was given.
Okay, again, I'm not gonna allow you to testify about what other people
Well,
testified
I
to.
want to rebut
The
what was
jury
said.
was here.
I want to rebut
Go
what
ahead.
was said.
Go ahead.
That it was stated that,
Again, you're not here to testify about what other
Yeah.
people said. Just tell the jury what you want them to know from you.
how do I rebut without saying that, Judge?
You just say what you wanna say.
I think James said,
Can't do that,
but we all know
though.
it's true.
Now, let me think about this a minute. I've lost my train of thought. Okay, if I would have gotten an apology, if I'd have gotten an apology at any point along the line, or if.
You can always appeal.
When I came here to the office, they said
All right.
buzz off or whatever.
Sorry, Brian, but thank you.
You know, I would have just filed my complaint with the commission and that would have been done.
I would have filed my
No point.
ridiculous complaint, and that would have
We
been
don't
it.
want to see you here. This is an office and we don't want to see you. And if you get caught here again, you're going to be arrested for trespassing. We'll call the police.
Not welcome.
If that had been done, none of this even would have been happening because I would have filed my complaint. And that would have been it. And the commission does what it does with the complaint. So I'm required to at least give an individual an opportunity to correct, though, in previous letters, and we'll have that one up.
By his own religion,
Yeah,
by the way.
I think, I mean, the subsequent letter or feedback, forget where it was. When I'm like at a Home Depot or something out in the public, and let's say an employee is rude to me or somebody's rude,
This is not relevant.
my religious practice always requires me to try and resolve issues with the person. And if I ask for an apology and they refuse, well, call the manager.
Objection, broken.
It's not relevant, the objection is sustained.
Your Honor, it is mentioned in one of his letters.
The
Can we approach,
objection
Your Honor?
is sustained.
It's about time. The appropriate, let it all hang out. I mean, let it all happen a little bit. He's not going anywhere. So the prosecutor is saying, let him hang himself. The defense attorney is saying, I can't stop it. The judge is saying, let him run on past what he should be allowed so I can't be criticized. That's what's occurring there. And he is still upset that they worked on the IT issue longer than it took them to get him a sip of water. That's it. That's what's happened here. I'm sorry. I wish I had something deeper for you, but that's literally what has occurred. Literally everything he said is wrong on every level, as a matter of law, as an argument, as testimony, as anything you could think of. But they're letting it happen so that he kind of runs himself out, and they say we bent over backwards for you. That's what's occurring right now. Oh yeah, it's Kim's religion, which is essentially Catholicism or Christianity, which is fine. But he decided he's going to have his own religion so that he can do the cafeteria thing, which is I don't have any restrictions. I just do the things that I think are positive. There's lots of positive things, but to the extent it's convenient, I'm Christian. To the extent it's not convenient, I am Kim Blandino-ian. A lot of people have been on this plan. He's not the first to try it. It's not even remotely novel, but that's where Kim's at with it. Thank you, Paul. I think you're right. I think you're right there. You know why they work this out at Sidebar? I just want to remind you. Thank you, I Heart Dogs.
Either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication, or social media, or rewatch or listen to any news or media accounts or commentary about the case or do any research.
All right, we're closing it down, I guess, for lunch.
Internet or using reference materials, making the investigation, test the theory of the case, recreating the aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own or form or express the opinion regarding the case until it's finally submitted to you. We'll be in recess till 1:45. Thank you very much.
Holy Toledo, 1:45. All right, I don't expect any of you back, but I think I'm going to start back at 1:45. I'm finishing this. I've committed to this deal. I'm doing it. Thank you all for coming out again. I've put too much into Kim Blandino to not just ride this thing till the end here. Okay? Thank you so much. You guys are the best viewers on the internet.